Look around you. This isn't just a museum. This is power frozen in time. Every engine in here once moved nations. Every wheel carried dreams, families, soldiers, workers, people chasing something more. This place, the National Railway Museum, holds the heartbeat of progress. But here's the truth most people miss. These trains didn't just connect cities, they connected possibility. There was a time when the world felt small, limited, predictable, and then something changed. Steel met fire, vision met courage, and suddenly distance meant nothing. People who have never left their town were crossing the country. Lives changed, not because it was easy, but because someone dared to build something that had never been built before. And that's where your story begins too. Because right now, you're standing in a place built by people who refused to stay where they were. These machines weren't created in comfort. They were built in noise, in heat, in pressure. Men worked endless hours, hands torn, bodies exhausted, minds stretched to their limits. Why? Because they believed in something bigger than their current situation. That's the part people forget. They admire the finished product, but ignore the sacrifice behind it. Every bolt tightened, every rail laid, every mistake corrected. That's discipline, not motivation. Discipline. Because motivation fades. It comes and goes depending on how you feel. But discipline, that's what shows up when you're tired, when you're doubting yourself, when everything in your mind says not today, and yet you move anyway. Just like these engines. They don't care how they feel. They move because that's what they were built to do. So let me ask you something. Are you waiting to feel ready? Or are you ready to build something that moves no matter what? A train doesn't explode into motion. It starts slow, heavy, resistant, almost like it doesn't want to move at all. Sound familiar? That's exactly what change feels like. You decide to improve your life and suddenly everything feels harder. You wake up early, it hurts. You try something new, it's uncomfortable. You push yourself, your mind fights back. But here's what most people don't realize. That's resistance. That's the beginning of momentum. Because once a train starts moving, once them wheels begin to turn, it becomes unstoppable. And the same applies to you. One small action becomes two. Two becomes a habit. And a habit becomes a lifestyle. And before you know it, you've built momentum that your old self couldn't even imagine. But most people quit. Right at the beginning, right when it's hardest, right when it matters most. Don't be most people. Here's something powerful. These trains don't choose their destination. The driver does, the tracks do, the system does. But you're different. You get to choose. You decide the direction your life takes, not your past, not your excuses, not your circumstances, you. Because right now, you're either moving forward or you're standing still. There is no in between. Every day you delay, every time you tell yourself I'll start tomorrow, you're choosing a direction and it's not the one you want. But the moment you decide, the moment you take control, everything changes. Because direction creates destiny. And once you commit, you stop drifting, you start driving. Some of these trains became legends, built to push limits, to go faster than anyone thought possible. They didn't become iconic by accident. They became iconic because they were pushed, tested, driven beyond what was comfortable. And that's the difference between average and unforgettable. Because average plays it safe. Average stays comfortable. The average never truly moves, but legends, they embrace the pressure. They chase the edge. They become something people remember. So the real question is, what are you becoming? Are you another person who walked through this museum, looked around and left unchanged? Or are you someone who saw something deeper and decided, I'm not staying where I am? Because this isn't just about trains, it's about movement, progress, relentless forward momentum. And the moment you commit to that, you become unstoppable. Most people wait. They wait for the right time. They wait to feel ready. They wait for life to give them a signal. But the truth is, nothing moves until you do. Right now you have a choice. Stay where you are, comfortable, stuck, watching others move ahead, or step forward. Take control and build something powerful. Because everything you want, your strength, your success, your freedom, is on the other side of action. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Start small if you have to, move slow if you need to, but move. Because once you do, momentum takes over. And once momentum takes over, there's no stopping you. Unleash your storm.